Hi, lovelies. How's it going? Well. Lots to talk about. It's time to really start getting ready. What do? Welcome to Be So Light. My name is Felicia, as well as Niana, as well as Priestess Macabre. All of us are here. Me, myself, and I are all here. And I'm calling in the EBS, the Energy Broadcast System. The Energy Broadcast System is now live in effect right now. So let me tell you that we have some craziness going on in the world, other than the stuff that we see in the circus. I'm talking about the unseen are really trying to pass. And it is insane what the unseens are doing. So, we have entered today our second lunar moon, and this one is, I can't make this stuff up. Lunar moon of challenge. Da, 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 da. Polarized, stabilized challenge. Life is pure adventure, and the sooner we realize that, the sooner we will be able to treat life as art. This is going to continue from August 23rd through September 19th. And the animal totem is Scorpio. So, the Scorpio is in the house. And today is the blue galactic hand, guided by magic. So let's just step in, shall we? This kin is number 47. And it is the blue galactic hand on Friday, August 23rd. I wish it was July. I harmonize in order to know, modeling, healing. I seal the story of accomplishments with the galactic tone of integrity. I am guided by the power of magic. Blue. Some reason I got my blue on. Hey, darling. Planet Earth. Chakra is the heart. And the Earth family is core. When we go down, we're looking at knowledge is revealed and given for awakening the human before death so that she can realize cosmic being now. Okay? So I'm going to give a disclaimer. If you get upset very easily and get triggered, you need to go find another platform that is not speaking any truth that will better suffice you, because I'm going to get into it on some of the stuff that I'm seeing, how it's whipping up and what the energy is doing and what the purpose of the energy is and why it's doing it. So I said all day today, I said it feels like nothing but trickster energy. Who's being the trickster? And soon we're going to be in trick or treat time. Trick or treat time. Is it going to be a treat or is it going to be a trick? Which is it? Breathe, lovelies, breathe. We're going to step into it. So let me just put this out here right now. If you are a lower vibrational person and you're going around doing your trolling bit and whatever, may you have divine grace for what you do, if it fits you. But other than that, if it's a lower vibration, we don't welcome that here. And we don't welcome your entities. We do not consent to any of them. At all. And I say this freely as the priestess as I am, and the galactic priestess of spiral light. Yeah. So, your entities and your lower vibrational self is not welcome here. This is for those who claim their light and claim who they are. And they are in that divine love of self, and they emanate that out, and they are here to be of service of the greatest good for Mother Gaia, for humanity, for the sake of the children, for the sake of the animals, for the sake of everything that is here for the highest good and benevolent light. Through the divine source, true creator. Okay? The one almighty true creator. We're talking a big, 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 big God, not the little gods. The one and only. All right. So, on this can, because I kept saying, it just feels like trickster energy. Okay? Trickster energy. I want you to look at this picture. This is what the calendar looks like today. See this? It's half and half. Who's doing what? We got sun, we got the earth. See that? See all that energy? You got the sun, you got the lunar, and then you got the medicine right in the middle. But in that lunar, if you look at it, you see spirits. See them spirits? How they outline right there? They in the clouds and in the ether part. See that? Darkness falls across the land. Midnight hour close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood. Terrorize y'all's neighborhoods. All right? We got some thriller stuff going on. And I'm going to tell you what the heck happened last night. And I was just like, what the hell is going on? So when I opened up the can for 47 today, because we're starting the new calendar, the new one, underneath the I Ching is number 26. And the book, Gene Keys, number 26. I said, oh, what's number 26? Sacred tricksters. The Siddha is the invisibility. The gift is the artfulness, and the shadow is the pride. Wielding the will. The ring of light. The thymus. 45 key. So I'm going to go through this tonight because I opened it up. I was wondering what it was. And I was like, what the hell? So let's talk about this. So yesterday, I had a day of where I just was like, I need time out. I just need to just be. I need to just kind of be in my space. I need space, time out, time to think, time to look at things that were going on and kind of really paying attention to it and just looking at it. And I was looking at certain things and hearing it and feeling it. And I was just really in that space of just being as I was observing. Now, I told y'all the other day, what happened to my other friend, things that she was going through, okay? At her apartment. These weird things, like feeling like she had to get coerced out of her apartment, but she wouldn't leave. Good job. So I wake up this morning. I took my salt bath and everything yesterday. Felt really good. Getting ready for bed. I come out. It's about 9:15. I come out. I'm gonna check on everybody, see if everybody's getting ready for bed. Kitty cats and the young one. And I come out and Kitty's fur is all flurred out and looking like she done got into a tussle. I'm like, what the hell's gonna happen? I just got in the bathroom. What the heck did happen? She goes, they were fighting. I said, fighting? The kitties, why were they fighting? She goes, I don't know. They just started fighting. I said, okay, you get Cleo, take her in your room. I'm gonna get Tinker's and take her in my room. So we separated them. So Tinker's in my space, and she's the older cat. She's the long haired black cat. And she's like, and then she goes up to the door. I said, no, you ain't going back out. Go get on your blanket and go kitty cat. Calm yourself. Calm your paws. Okay, time out. Calm your paws. So she goes and lays down, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? I said, I smudged everything. Day before, everything's good. What the hell's going on? So I get in the bed. I do my whole thing. Say my words. And Kitty's laying at the end. She's out. She's zonked. I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm going to sleep. Close my eyes. And I just feel weird. I'm like, and I look at my bedroom door, and there's light around it. And I'm like, what time is it? A little bit after 10. Oh man, did she fall asleep with her bedroom light on? Let me go turn it off. Make sure she in her bed right. And I'm like, dang, okay. So I get up, because I see the light all underneath my door, all around it. I'm like, dang. Open the door. I look in her room. There's no light on. And I'm like, oh? But I look down the hallway. It's a short hallway. No light on. No light on in the living room. But it is freaking lit up like somebody is standing in there with a freaking flashlight. And I'm like, okay, blinds are closed. I know normally the other light comes on and it lights up, but it only lights up right there at the doorway, at the front door. Why is all this lit up? And then the hallway. And I was like, wait a minute. And I thought about what my friend told me. And I slowly just backed up. I said, wait a minute. This might not be divine light in here. And I don't know how you got up in here, but you need to leave. So I come back in my room, close it, lock it. I lay down and I look. I start talking in light language. And I'm just looking and I'm waiting. And I get up and I go, wait a minute. I come in, look at the window. The moon is sitting directly across from my window and it's golden. Okay? It's in the Gibbons form. It's in its Gibbons. So I'm like, okay, we got the Gibbons moon right there and it's golden. So I know that's not what's here. So I'm like, all right, you don't feel bad, you don't feel good. You feel like trickster energy. You are hidden. Are we gonna do this dance? Nothing coming up, nothing. Everything's like quiet. I said, stand by, dragons, stand by, stand by. You might have something to eat later. Stand by, dragons. Yes. Dragon, head dragon, get ready to impact. Release the Kraken. So we're going into that phase. And I'm laying, and I'm just looking. And I said, something up in here. Looking around. I said, what the hell? And it just kept emanating brightness around my door. But it wouldn't come all the way in. It just stayed right there. But it didn't go in her room at all. It was just emanating right. I said, oh, hey, all right, I'm ready. How's this going to go down? And I just watched. And then all of a sudden, it just started fading. Like it was backing away, fading, fading. And then it went to normal light. Like it's been for 2 years. And I'm like, that's normal light now. What the hell? So I just laid there and I said, what the hell was that? And I heard the unseen. And I'm like, okay. So I go to sleep. And I'm like, on my mind, I'm like, this is a really serious time right now for humanity on this planet. This is a serious time right now more than ever for the United States to get its act together and to undo the wrong. And we cannot afford these dark forces to keep doing what they're doing. We can't afford it. Literally, we can't. I say, it's time to rise. It's just time. And it's going to be the fight of everything. And as soon as I said that, I heard, it's because y'all are in the middle. You're in the middle and you don't know it. And I'm like, what? And all I saw was the new, like, higher dimensional earth here. Us earth right here. And then the lower earth right here. We're in the middle, but it wasn't like saying we were middle earth. We were just in the middle, dimensionally in the middle. And I'm like, in the middle. So I had that on my mind. I go to sleep. I slept pretty well, off and on. And then I get into the sleep. Then I go a little bit deeper into sleep. Next thing I know, I'm in Egypt. And I'm like, all right, I'm in Egypt. Where am I? And I'm looking. I'm inside of one of the pyramids underneath, where all the writings and all the, I want to say, sacred scripted writing is all on the walls. Okay, the ancient text things and the pictures. And I'm like, wow, look at that. And I'm looking at the crocodile in the Nile, and I see the so-called one where it's like the offering, where it looked like it was like a little one, and they offering it. And I'm like, oh God. And then I hear, let me tell you, let me show you the real truth of what is around all of you, of what we had to deal with in our time. And I turn around and I look. In my head, I'm like, Maat. And she goes, yes. Hello. Let me talk to you and share this with you. When she lifts up her arm, and as she's pointing to the wall, the temple wall, this light comes up and it emanates. And her arm, what we see when she opens up her arms is like this, kind of like how Isis, and when they have their arms out and they have the feather, and she had all this rainbow light extending from her. And I said, wow, it's not like wings. She goes, no, it's just the energy of who I am, how we extend. We all have this, how I extend. So she starts showing me the pictures, and I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, okay, crocodile, okay, water, okay. And then she says, now watch. And it starts moving on the wall and shows the crocodile comes out of the Nile. Crocodile now standing up. Crocodile now walking through time. Crocodile now don't have the full snout. Crocodile now looks just like a man but still has his scales on his skin that he covers up and hides in. She says this is what it is now because it has time to change itself throughout time when we had to deal with it. It was in its more raw form and the things that were happening. Now it's in this form all around all of you. And it's a very unique being of what it can do and how it has survived all these moons and millenniums around the humans. I said, I am not liking how this sounds. She says, I know, but you needed to see this timeline of how they evolved and how they're really looking. She says, everything that you think you see in front of you is not human. It's one of these. And they are good at what they do. And they feast well. And I'm like, and then she points and she says, go. Go down the hall. Go. And I'm like, what's down the hall? She says, just go. So I said, here I go again, walking down the hall. Okay. So I walk down the hall, and I can feel the coolness of the temple. I can feel the ground underneath me, my feet, and I feel it. And I'm like, God, I'm really inside this temple, underneath the pyramid. I'm really underneath this. And as I walk, I see a light. And light comes up and comes up quick. And I look up and it's Anubis. And I'm like, hi, how are you? He goes, ah. I go, what? He goes, you astound me. Enter. I said, it's a door. He goes, yes, enter. And I'm like, what's beyond the door? He goes, you will see. Now go, enter. You know, Anubis, you can't negotiate, you can't, you say go. So I reach up and I grab it, the hook thing, and I pull it back. And all of this light, plasmic energy radiates out. And I step into it, and it's like stepping into liquid, radiated, plasmic, living like water. Like it was like almost like jelly, like a membrane, but it wasn't a membrane. And it was, it was like just, it felt good. And it felt like a suit. It felt like, whoa. It felt supercharging. It felt really like empowered, like light. Like it was so intense. Like it just felt so good. And then the door closed behind me. And I'm literally just suspended in all this light. And I'm looking around. I'm looking above me. Looking down. Looking all around. I don't see nothing else but just this light all around me. And all I said was, divine true light. And it just went. And then I woke up and I was like coming out of it and I go, first thing I look at is the door. And then I look and I'm like, wait a minute, where am I? And I realize I'm looking at the window and I'm like, huh? Someone's, what? And then I look at the time, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what? 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 Now, I'm going to back up. Because you know in those temples, the ground is like sandy-like, dirt-like. So a couple weeks ago, when I was changing the linen on my bed, on the non-sleep side, don't sleep close to the window. When I went to take the sheets off, at the very bottom foot of the bed, okay, everything stays neatly covered on that side. I just sleep right in the middle of the bed, but I don't have a reason to move. Kitty cat sleeps right there. Everything's covered. I see like sandy gravel, like sand, like right in one spot, sand. I'm like, how the hell did sand get in my bed? No, I didn't have this side uncovered. Well, I don't sleep on this side. Why is there sand right there? And then I started thinking, and I said, okay. I was like, what a predicament. Okie dokie. So I lay in bed and I look and I see the light, sunlight coming in, and I said, oh, okay. But it's not as super bright. It kind of got bright and then it kind of dim. And I look and I see the clouds coming in. And I said, oh, yeah, they're talking about a little bit of precipitation tonight and probably a thunderstorm or rain tomorrow, which is Saturday. Who knows? Trickster energy. And I said, oh, they're just trying to hide all the ships that have been coming in on the West Coast and have been seen. And there's more coming in because now the as above is centering here in the middle. And some of these beings that are coming in are roaming around, taking a look-see-poo. They're unseen. So I'm thinking, okay. So I started trying to put everything together in my mind. Team's talking. I'm thinking, all right, this is very interesting how this all came in. So I do my thing, get myself ready, because I said I got to go get adjusted again so the body can finally let go of the 3.5 weeks of having everything disjointed and stop trying to go back to that. So getting myself ready, I grab my phone, I click up, and the first thing that comes on my feed is this young lady called Black Cauldron. Hands off the Black Cauldron. And she had the title about mimics, the mimics. And she did some videos, clippings about the mimics, certain mimics. And I said, mimics. Like mimic like the movie with the insect, mimicking how to become a human, but it was still an insect. It was an insectoid mimic. And it's like that, nah. Now I know for a fact every single one of you have experienced this. Think back to the time when you were younger. You were probably playing in your room, doing something out in the yard, and you heard your mother's voice call you. You heard your name called. And then you went up to your mom and said, did you call me? And your mom looks at you like, No, I didn't call you. What are you talking about if I called you? I didn't call you. I said, well, I heard you call my name, so that's why I came in here. I did not call you. So back in that time, this is when the grandmothers and grandfathers would tell us, that's sometimes your relatives calling your name. They're saying hi. They're passing through the wind. They're passing and letting you know they're near you and they're saying hi. Okay, so back in that time, we could kind of like brush it off and say, okay. Now, can't brush it off. Because now the unseen beings are doing things mimicking your loved ones, your animals. And I had to really think. The cats were fighting before we went to bed. Why were they fighting? What came in and tried to settle up on one of them and they started fighting? All right, so I look at her video and I was like, oh, this is what she's talking about. The mimickers. And this is why this is so important right now, because of the amount of portals that have been opened up, the amount of stargates that are open and activated. But I'm talking about nefarious portals that have been opened up, not in a good way, and is allowing things to come through. Okay, they are here in this realm with us. Okay, so when somebody says, I heard you call my name, don't brush it off. That means, okay, something unseen is in the energy form and is trying to get entry into your space. It's trying to get your attention so that you will open the door and let it in. So she had some really good video clips, and the one that kind of gets me is this young girl, and it seems like it likes to go after females, young females, people by themselves, mimicking. It depends on, I guess, if it's hungry or not, you know, what it's looking for. So this young girl was home by herself. Her mom had went to a church meeting and said she'd be right back. She by herself. She normal. Nobody was expected at the house. She knows not to open the door. Nobody da 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 da. She went into her bedroom. Whatever she was doing, her door was closed. And she literally hears her mom's voice calling her name, saying, open the door. Are you in your room? Open the door. And the little girl says, my mommy's not home yet. Who the hell is at my door, my bedroom door? She goes, come on, open the door. And you can see the door moving and the handle. You hear it. And then all of a sudden the thing changes its voice and it goes into a dark voice. I know you're in your room. Open the door. This is your mother. And the little girl wouldn't open it. And that's where it fades out, because she was on her cell phone and she started texting her mom saying, there's somebody here acting like you. Okay, so I bring this up because I just finished telling all of you about what happened with my friend at her apartment. Then I have this weird ass experience here. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? So it is very imperative, more than ever now, to make sure everything is shielded. So I tightened up even more. I'm like, damn, how did it get around that? It came from a top and came down. It went past all of this. And I was like, oh, it just did a inbox, Dropbox. I'm like, okay. So it's very important that all of you pay attention to that. If you have young ones and they tell you that they thought they heard you calling them, or that they saw you walked through the hallway and they went and looked and you weren't there, but you were somewhere else and they seemed spooked, you need to pay attention because that is what we call skinwalkers, what we call mimics, what we call unseen coming in your space. Now, I'm going to take this one step further. When I first went to Puerto Rico and I met up with the tribe, the Taino tribe, and received my name and did medicine over there the first time in Puerto Rico, on the island. And that was like a time to never forget. There's nothing like your first time when you go to Puerto Rico and you do ceremony on the ancient land with the ancestors. In that, I just felt like I was flipping at home. It felt so freeing. It felt so good. It felt so connecting. It was powerful. And at the same time, I remember having a lot of, when you're in medicine, you have a lot of vivid dreams come in, a lot of messages come in. You know, you're acclimating to the medicine and medicine's going and your codes are waking up. So I had a dream about the abuela. And abuela was talking to me, but it didn't seem like her in the dream. It felt kind of off, felt weird. And I told her about it that following morning. And it's kind of funny. I was watching it. I was telling her about it. She walks over. She's getting some tabanocos. You know how the grandmothers are. They start moving silently, and the next thing you know, you got big old medicine smoke going on. So she starts burning some topanoco, and I said, "Yeah, it looked like you. It sounded like you." And she goes, "Niana, that was not me. That was not me. It's a trickster. They can mimic and look like others, but they're Lefarian. They're negative beings. They don't have your best interest. That's why they take on the look of everybody else to do what they do." So I got that flash and I started remembering that. And then I remember when we went walking through the junk, I want to say the Yonko Forest, to Yonko Forest, if I said that right. And I felt really connected to the waterfalls there. And they had taken me the first time, went through blah, blah, blah. And second time I went through, they went down a road. And I remember the Wallace said, "Stop." At this time, this is when my spirit papa was still alive, Siba. I said, "Siba, stop." And he goes, "What's wrong?" I said, "This road wasn't here the other day when we came through. This is a new road." And she points ahead and she goes, "Look, you'll see it warp." And we sat there, and I'm like a little kid in a candy store. I'm like in the back seat, I'm piercing up, like, warping, what? And we watched, and you could see it went. And so he just backed away, backed up real slowly, and got off that path, turned around, and left. I said, "What was that?" She said, "That's a portal that was opened up right there. And here's the thing. If we would have went straight, there's a very good chance that we would have went through it. We would have been on a different timeline. Nothing would have looked right. We would have had weird stuff happening. And we probably wouldn't have made it back to the timeline we're on now." And sometimes what happens, people just disappear in these forests. They disappear because they walk through one and don't realize they walked through one, and they never make it back. And the way you know, if when you look and you see it go like this, you don't step through it, you back up. And I said, "Wow." She says, "Yes, Niana, always have to pay attention." So I wish I could come on here and just say,
Yay! We're having so much fun on Earth, aren't we?
No, but I can't. No, 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 no. What do I do? No, no, no. A lady asked me today when I stopped by, grab a couple of candles and stuff, and she goes, "How's your day going?" And I said, because I had all this stuff processing in my head, and I said, "Remind me when we're up in the cosmos, when we're all standing around, and they bring that elixir, that divine elixir to drink." For those of us who are going to say, "Yay, let's go to Earth again. Let's be a part of the bigger coalition and let's go to Earth and let's be the ones that help bring everything." Just remind me, don't drink it. I don't care what you got to do. Pull an Alice in Wonderland on me, do something, but we are not going to drink the elixir. Because when you drink the elixir and you do descend down here and you come into all this shenanigans that we are now looking at playing out in front of us, like, who does this? Like, we're the sane ones. We're together, but we're looking at the insanity up close and personal, running around in front of us, doing crazy stuff, and we have to say no next time. Because you know why? It takes you about 50 years to figure out that you're in some kind of shenanigans by the time you come out of the amnesia. And then you're hauling your ass trying to do your mission, trying to remember why you're down here and the people you're supposed to meet up with to help you to put the pieces together to do your mission. And by that time, you're in your 50s, getting ready to push 60, and you're flat out of energy. You don't have no more time. You want to take a vacation. Yeah, I'm gonna get a huge ass refund, and I want it. I want a refund because this has been beyond crazy down here. I better get some kind of wings out of this, some golden crown wings, some kind of whatever out of this. All of us better get something. So, welcome to today's Be So White. I just said, it's just too crazy. I'm seeing things, and this is what yesterday I was just in this quiet space, just being quiet, but I'm seeing shenanigans on top of shenanigans on top of what will be and what will be unburdened. Not bull crap. I'm seeing stupidness. I'm everlasting. Like, yes, I'm seeing so much craziness, and I said, this is so abnormal. No, nobody needs to be. Come on now, let's look at this realistically. Do you think that this is normal down here? Does this? I mean, don't call the wrong person a he or a she, and it's the wrong pronoun, because now they're ready to fight your ass on if you call them the wrong thing. But yet and still, you didn't take the initiative. Go change your name to fit the pronoun that you want to be called. So if I call you Josh, and it's referring to you like a male energy, that somebody lost their way up in TikTok on this, and I was like, what the heck is wrong with this individual? You're dressed like a male, but you got a long ass wig on, trying to act like a female. But you're gonna almost take out this teacher who called you by your name that's on the roster. But you didn't take your responsibility and go get your name changed to a female name that will link to what you want to be called. So I said, this stuff has gotten out of hand. And here's the thing about it. I asked about it and I said, what is all of this? And here's the answer. And this has been said by many others. If we can get others to relinquish their true identity of themselves, in their divine masculine or their divine feminine energy and flip them, it brings in chaos and confusion on what the divine feminine energy is on the planet. It will try to cancel it out. So if we can get everybody to flip themselves, then it's all chaos. It's all synthetic, not real. Imitation is what it becomes. And I'm like, all I can do is just shake my head now. That's all I can do is shake my head. Because there are people getting so upset and violent. And trying to make it all about respect. No, you go do your ABCs and go get yourself lined up with thee and figure it out from there. Don't be putting it off on everybody else to follow your lead when you didn't do your ABCs. Let it be said right here. Do your ABCs, get yourself lined up. And then how you represent yourself, then people will respond to you on how you're representing yourself. So get ready, y'all, because I don't know what to tell you. It's just craziness. And we're back to a freaking weekend again. I'm about ready to just lay my ass in bed and just say, click, click, up, Friday. Here we go. Click, 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 up, Friday. Here we go. It's a weekend again. What? You go outside, forget it. Don't cut the grass. That might be a marker. Don't blink. It's the weekend. Have you ever seen anything so fast? We only have so many days left of this month. And then we're in September, 9. And that's when we're going to see a whole bunch of shenanigans go down. All I can say, lovelies, is just get yourself ready. Make sure you have some rescue remedy on hand. Some 5 flowers, some Bach remedy on hand. Make sure you have yourself well established with some body workers. Get some massages done. Make sure you just have any type of plant medicine that you need on hand at this time, because you're going to need it. Not going to sugarcoat it. You're going to need it. Because the stuff that we're going to see is going to just be mind-blowing. It's already doing that. But it's going to accelerate at such a speed to where some people are just, this is that part where some people aren't going to make it. Okay? This is that part. This is that window where some people aren't going to make it because they cannot see what is really going on dimensionally. If you can see in through the dimensions of what's happening, it gives you some sense of grounding within the self so you can move through. When you see someone losing it over the most simplest thing and they're losing it, it gives you like you can this divine grace where you can just look and be aware but not interact with it. But now the game is on because these unseens are coming in real sly and trickster like. So you can't get a feel So, heads up, everyone pay attention. You start hearing something calling your name, you know your loved one or your child or somebody's been gone, or you're the only one in the house and someone is saying it, or you hear weird sounds when you're in the shower and you like you be like cycle turn water off, you rip. What's that? Gets real quiet. Now, here's the thing. Those of you that have clear audio, okay, listen up. As your clear audio becomes more fine tuned, you're going to hear more higher octave sounds. And I'm not talking about tone sounds. I'm talking about you might hear very defined talking that might be just way out in the ether, but you're hearing it. It's like a radio. Tuning it in. Turn that knob a little bit more, get it a little clearer. Oh, there it is right there. You are going to really be hearing a lot more. Okay? Clairsentients are going to be sensing a lot more. So the audio, clairaudience and clairsentience, you're going to be feeling. Now, what do the two have in common? One can hear, one can feel. Therefore, you can tune in and see and feel an unseen. An unseen. Okay? The unseen is an unseen for a reason because you cannot see with your eyes. All right, honey. Bailey, we have our weekend Sunday course coming up with the pyramid, and that's going to be on a Zoom. And then if you want to take that one, just email me at 777-AMD. I got it all in my thingamababa. And or either go to galacticspirallight.com. A lot of anxiety yesterday. Was that what I was sensing? Yes, honey. These unseens are coming in. And a reason, and put this under y'all hat. A lot of times these unseens are also called the archons. Now, BDL 1041 just did a really good video just the other day on the archons. So please go look up his recent video he just did. He's going to do another good one tomorrow with Rod Hayes. So go look up his video that he recently just did on the archons. If not, I'll go find it and put it in the community. Pay attention to the community section. I put stuff in the community so that you can have access to some info there. Email you is broken. My email is broken. How's your email broken, honey? What's that mean? I don't understand that. We'll figure it out later. We got it. Everyone just get yourself locked in with what I was just saying. Bailey, we'll figure that out. I got time tomorrow. We'll figure that out tomorrow. Right now I'm thinking about all this stuff that's going on. Okay, so here are the messages for today, if you're going to take this info. But that is the information. Yeah, okay, hi. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There's so much going on right now, Bailey. Don't worry about it. Don't get caught up in the energy. There's let me just put it to you this way. There's stuff that you really got to be aware of right now. We got problems with unseens coming into your space. And they're not there to say, hi, how you doing? They're not there for that. Okay? The unseens are not there to say howdy doody time. They're scoping you out for a reason. There's something you have that they're looking at. So No worries. Don't worry. Okay? Don't worry, honey. No worries. Okay, we're going to do What Have We Forgotten? And I'm also going to do the Priestess of Light. Since I had that visit with Maat. Now, I'm pretty sure it was Maat. It didn't feel like Mother Isis. Maybe it was. I don't know. But so we're going to do Priestess of Light. I thought this would be cool to put together. It was the only one that really was kind of sticking out today. I don't know anything about these cards. I just got them about 4 hours ago. And I'm just going to pull one card from here. So now we got rain supposedly to come in because they're hiding how many ships have been seen over here on the west coast in California. People have been seeing them right and left. So now they brought the clouds in. And today, as I was running around, I'm looking up and all I'm seeing is shadows up in the clouds of ships. And I said, oh, look, they're right there. That's what they're hiding. So, yeah, I am expecting some weirdness to go on because they're doing some major cleaning up in California with the homeless. Oh, I told y'all what they were doing with the homeless. Because gotta get ready for 2028. We're supposed to have the Olympics out here. Oh, wow. All right, lovelies. Let's take a look at our energy layout for today since we're in the new calendar energy. Okay. First card of what have we forgotten is gifts. What are our gifts? Gifts. What is your gift about? What is the gift that represents you? That is another number 59. Oh, wow. This is a nice card. Your magic powers. When you dream, are you using your eyes? Probably not. They're typically closed. You're not processing images with your eyes when you're in the consciousness working on the non-ordinary reality. So your gifts are all about what you're checking into, what represents you. And it's all about, this is a clear feeling and the known of the sisters are the clairsentients. How weird. That is so weird. I just finished saying that, and here's a card that represents it. Your gifts. Clairsentient. Okay, from the Priestess of Light, we have wisdom, learning, joy, art, and music. Number 29. That is so weird. When you start really doing the art of readings and oracles and tarot, when you finally anchor into that and you're really locked into the intuitiveness of readings and cards, and when cards come to you, you really dive into them, that is a part of the self that is like the magic part of when cards just naturally talk to you. That's what you want your cards to do. They need to be like that, on point. when your cards are just kind of like in the air and they're sitting on stuck on shenanigans and they don't feel like they're aligned, shuffle those cards, smudge them again, tap into them, get them activated by the air, the fire, the water, the earth, up to source, down to Mother Earth again, bring it to heart, and activate your cards. If you do your reads and your cards still feel weird and don't feel like that message is aligned or something, then set those cards aside, let them sit to themselves. Let them figure themselves out. Then when they want to come in alignment and you pick them up again, they'll align. If they don't, it'll be like sit in the corner till you get yourself right. So this one is number 29, wisdom, learning, joy, art, and music. This is all about the affirmation. I always choose to learn and grow. The music and the art of life inspires me. The music and the art of life inspires me. This is the goddess Saravati. She's all about the music. She's all about creativity, expression. I like these. These are nice. You guys, this is that brand new set. I haven't even read the whole box yet. Priestess of the Light. Oh my gosh, hold on a second. I just looked inside the box. Wait a minute. That's how new it is. I got them just a few hours ago. Okay, become your own priestess of light. Celebrate your internal power in the sacred ceremony that is your life. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh, you gave up on your set. Oh, well, sometimes you can outgrow your set of cards. Beautiful. Yeah, sometimes with the art of cards, when they're messengers, you have to set them aside. You know, I'm going to say it like this. And don't be fearful of cards. Cards are art pieces, they are storytellers, and I love, love, love doing the read on the person who developed the cards and what they were going through in their life at the time when the cards were calling on them to come forward. A lot of times, all of you need to know this. There are people just like you and I that got an inspiration to design a set of cards, but they didn't know how. They probably are artists, they are artist people, and they do things and they have to express themselves. This is that part of the gift where it has to come out. This is a form of light language. Okay, cards, tarot, it's a form of light language because it is a different expression of the soul essence talking to other souls, and it's put into the captivating vibration of how the universe really talks to us. The universe doesn't come down here and goes like this. Hi, how's it going? How's life going for you? How? Your spirit guides will join up with you and tell you, don't go down that road today. You'll get those little messages. You'll hear that. But otherwise, the universe feels you. Okay? The stars, the sun, everything that's connected, you are a part of. It feels you. It feels what you're thinking. It feels your love. It feels your hopes. It feels when you're sad. It feels when you're scared. There's the energy of you in all of your divineness of who you are. That is all on these different multi-dimensional selves of you. That's a part of the cosmos. Okay? And when we talk about when you get messages or when you read, or hell, some people don't even use cards. When I started out, I was 8 or 9 years old reading people no cards. I would just go up and say, You're going to be okay. She's so fine. Blah, da, 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 da. And then the person would just break down, start crying. And my mom would be like, what are you doing? Stop doing that. I said, well, she just needed to know, Mommy. She just needed to know everything's going to be fine. You know, when you can see and you hear and you express to people, that's the beautiful art of the gift of itself. So, those of you that struggle to be in your gifts, to really listen to yourself, don't be afraid of yourself. You were designed by Creator. Creator gave you those gifts for a reason. It is not for another two-legged being to ever make you feel ashamed of your gifts that were divinely given to you in your blueprint matrix in your soul. Let that be known. Anyway, let's finish the read. Don't know where that came from. Okay, the ripple effect, part of something bigger. Details are taken care of. Oh, there you go. And yes, I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. Yes, since I stopped using my cards, I now allow myself to receive the music. Yes. Compassion. Have the compassion. We got a lot of 29 energy. And here it is. And Divine Matrix. Here we go. Okay. So Divine Matrix is the interconnectingness, synchronicity, and the God coincidence. Okay. So, everyone, what I shared with you today at the beginning of this is my truth of how it happened to me and what I felt, what I experienced. And keep in mind, I don't ever have to come on here to make up stuff to get people to like me, follow. No, I come on here, do my teaching, share my info, share how to be inspired, keep you in your divine life. So whatever's been going on in your life, you don't take it too hard to the pain to where you give up. Okay? Where you give up on yourself. Where you just give up on your dreams and you just say, what the hell? What's the use? I'm just giving up. No. If you're here in Be So Light Tribe, we don't let you give up. We ask you to claim your light, and you have to say you're in it to win it. That's what it's all about here. You got to be in it to win it. Because nowadays, all of us going to have to stand together and be in it to win it. Because these unseen beings are coming in, and you can't see them. You can sense something's around you. You can feel it, but you can't see them yet. But you will, real soon. Let me put it to you this way. When we make this next shift in October with those planet alignments that make that square, oh yeah, there's going to be some major upgrades. Just know that. So, with that being said, please, 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 please make sure at night, get those crystals out. If you have Lemurian crystals, they are fully activated right now. They are releasing the Lemurian codes of sacred protection. So now you can hold that Lemurian. You don't have to know what it looks like. Just allow the Lemurian to make the secret symbol protection over your doors, over your windows, so that it will be fully activated and it will be there. Okay? This is what time it is. So I can't stress it enough. And let me tell you, last night to see what I saw with that light, and I'm like, where the hell is it coming from? It's not, no lights are on. There's no way. How do you light up a hallway? And there's no hallway light on. There's no lights on. Nothing. Bad, bad, bad. All right, lovelies. Be good to yourself. Just know I will be on tomorrow doing some early teachings, getting everyone prepped for those who want to join for the pyramid teaching and how to activate those pyramids for your healing, how to get upgrades and downloads, move things from one place to another, anywhere. So, but you have to attend, you have to come because I'm not going to put it in a video for you to have it for yourself because I have to keep an eye on the medicine that's put out there because some people don't pay attention and some people will do things and hurt themselves. Then what happens? I get a knock or a call. Hey, and then I gotta try to fix you because you didn't went and did something that you shouldn't have did to yourself. Okay, so if you come, just know it will be a verbal teaching. All you have to do is have your favorite drink, your tea, 10 o'clock on Sunday, Pacific time, 10 o'clock on Sunday. It will be on Zoom. I will load everything up tomorrow in the community section. And then I will come on and talk about it on YouTube. And the reason why it's done like this, back in the day you used to do all this stuff. Oh, I'm going to market it out for like 2 to 3 weeks and all this stuff. No, I don't do that. Do I know why? I'll tell you why. Because a lot of times certain medicines in alignment is meant for people on a certain timeline. And if it's meant for you to be there, you will be there no matter what. You will show up. You will be there. You will be present. You will get the medicine. And the ones that show up are the ones that get the biggest treat or the biggest activation when they just show up. And this goes for any type of workshop or something of healing modality you want to learn about, but it's on the day and you're trying to figure out if you're supposed to be there or not. And if you get that push like you're supposed to be there, show up because there's something in it that you need to get because it might be a bridge to something else that you're trying to do or something you need to heal. Or maybe it's something that you need to know about how to do it because something down the road is going to come up and you're going to need that medicine. And boom, you remember taking that course, doing that, da 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 da, and then boom, now you were able to do this. That's why I put it out there. And those that are supposed to be there will be there. And that shows me the real anchoring light workers. They're anchored. That's how you know. All right, with that being said, I will see all of you tomorrow. The signal, it requires you to be present on Zoom. I changed the requirements because, and I'm going to tell you why. There's some people who will show up and say they want to be a part of the signal group. But how do I know that you're really who you are? Okay? Because we got shenanigan people out there, want to get in groups, want to do harmful things, and that's not cool. I'm not out here to hold that. We're in serious times right now. They just took all of our social security numbers, peoples. Everybody's. How many? Two something billion something people's social security numbers? Where do you think that's going? Where do you think it's going? Who's going to be falsifying, walking around with your social? That's what I'm talking about. So I like to have things very safe. So here's the fair reason. You come to a Zoom. It don't have to be this Zoom. If this Zoom doesn't work out for you, I'll have other Zooms. Trust me on that. But when you come to the Zoom, we give everybody ample time. Say hi, show your face. Because everybody has the right to know who they're in the proximity with. I get it if you are one that's shy, but There comes a time if you're going to be in certain medicine, especially if a teacher who walks with the medicine is teaching the medicine and giving it, show your face. Show your face, because you never know when you come up against something. You just might need to reach out. Okay? That's what time it is. Got to be able to be here face to face. How else are we going to know who's real and who's not? Am I right or wrong? Shoot, anybody can sit up and say they miss Argentina, but who the hell is really Argentina? You know, if she's got some kind of Cupid cut thing out on her screen, you don't know who she is. We've been on this planet long enough. We know the games. We know what time it is. That's how this rolls now. We want to see the real thing. Aren't we tired of all the artificial stuff? Are we not tired of all the fakeism? We're tired of finding out, oh, I thought you were this person, but you're not. Look at this crap going on with the stupid presidency. I'm so done with it. I'm like, you know what, all y'all, I'm not voting for anybody. You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm a freaking priestess. That's why. And I don't have to vote for somebody who may and may not own their words. That's why. Can't be trusted until I see everything action-wise. And Camilla, I'm going to tell you all right now, if you're voting for her, I'll have all that info in the community tomorrow. No problem. I'll have it tomorrow, okay? Ray Bay, I'll have it in the community tomorrow. We're putting all the final stuff together and putting it in because I'm working with my Sundance sister, Marty. Okay? So tomorrow it'll all be in the community. And then tomorrow's the day. Everyone that's going to be a part of it, you sign up, you pay for it, and then you go into the Zoom and you learn this medicine. And all I ask you to do is bring water, your tea, whatever you like to drink. Bring a nice journal and colored pens so that you can write in color. If you're someone that does things in colors, it helps you to remember things. Because as I'm teaching and giving the medicine, I'm giving this in an imprinted way so that you will remember it. And it starts activating other parts of you. Okay, pyramid medicine is really awesome. So everyone, just be good to yourselves. Okay, there's just a lot. I'm just going to tell you right now, if you are leaning towards voting for Camilla, are you not, has let's just say it like this, has the last 3 or 4 years been really good to you? Do you want more of this? Because if you do put that in the office, you just signed your death certificate. Hate to say it like that, but you did. Because that's what's going to come with her. And I'm saying it because that's the energy she's presenting. The trickster. Now, Trump, you have to be able to decode whatever he's saying. He talks in code 24/7. He sounds like a crazy person. But you have to be able to decode what he's saying. And he gives you pretty ample time to figure out what he's talking about. When he says anything 2 to 3 times, you need to look that up and you need to do the codes in gematria on when he's saying it. And right there, it'll be what he's talking about. He's not just going to come out. They're playing chess. Cosmic chess. That's why nobody on these platforms can ever get the date right. Oh, this is going to go down. This get one. Nobody can ever get it right. It's a lot of fear mongering. One thing that won't let you down is your heart. Go in here and what does it feel like in your heart? Everybody knows what you've experienced for the last 3 to 4 years. Yes, yes. What do? Yes, and it's not getting any better, is it? No. Because that thing that's up there talking and the thing before that made this mess. And we keep allowing it because we keep disempowering ourselves. Period. Take it for what it is. If it upsets you, I can't apologize for it because this is what I see and I feel. This is what I feel. We're at a crisis point where we have to be willing to see it for what it is and say no and don't consent to it. Don't consent to it. We have to finally figure it out that we are very powerful beings. And I totally get it. We're stumbling around in the dark because we're not used to claiming ourselves. We've been cut off from ourselves for so long. Now we're united with ourselves in such a way that it's like, who are we? I'll tell you who the fuck you are. You're a fucking amazing person. You're fucking powerful. And it's time out for all this fuckery to be over with. And we all were to band together and just took a deep breath and let the breath do the work, this shit would have been over a long time ago. But oh well. We have to keep playing it out. Hear what I'm saying? Feel what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying. It's the truth. All right? All right, lovelies. I'm going to go relax now. I'm finished drinking my lemonade. I would highly suggest if you're out and about tomorrow, pick yourself up some beautiful Holy Michael. I love this. This stuff is thebomb.com. Yeah, ain't nothing coming up that shouldn't be coming up. It's like swords of Michael all over the place. Sword! All right, lovelies. I will be on tomorrow. I'll have all the information posted in the community and everything will be there. Let me know, those of you that are really interested, you will need to email me pronto. Okay? If you cannot do an email, which I don't understand some of the email stuff that's going on, depending on what email sites are up, what's not up, what's gotten damaged, depending on where in the world you are, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out a way. All right, lovelies, be good to yourself. Get rest. Please, please, please pay attention to your home. The unseens are right around us. And if you start feeling weird for some reason, I need you to put your hand on your heart, take a deep breath, say your name 3 times, and say, I'm a divine, sovereign soul. I'm a divine being. And remember that. Anytime it comes out of nowhere, that's not you, honeybee. That's something out in the space ethers messing up, trying to tune into you to see where your weak spot is. All right? That's an archon or unseen. All right? All right, we got to not only worry about the watchers and the unseen, then we got to worry about the hidden ones. But the hidden ones go out after Leferian beings. So the hidden ones are hidden for a reason. All right, lovelies. Talk to you tomorrow. Much love to all of you. Sleep well tonight. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.